Welcome to all the watchers of this channel, which deal with geopolitical issues. So before starting, I would like to remind to all watchers that you can express your satisfaction about the content of the video by clicking on like, or if you don't like it, you can simply click also on dislike, and like that I can judge objectively if more people like it or not. And if you like it, you can in that way also receive the latest notification of videos that I'm producing. So today we will talk about the Darya 1 oil tanker. Maybe this name doesn't sound very familiar with you, because Darya 1 is a new name of a ship which was formerly named Grace One, and maybe this name is much more familiar. If not, actually, you can watch my videos that I produce. Will Grace One leave Gibraltar? I produced it two weeks ago, and like that you can get all the background about this oil tanker, which is at the center of a dispute between Washington and Tehran, and which could bring a lot of change in international relations. So in order to get all the background about what happened previously about this oil tanker, which was seized by the Gibraltarian authorities on 4th of July and released on 15th of August, I just recommend you to watch this video. So as I said, this oil tanker, which was seized on 4th of July and released on 15th of August, is now so at large. So after its release on 15th of August, this ship continued to navigate and wanted to dock to Greece, according to Refinitiv, which is a company which tracks shipping data. And but the Greek authorities rejected the request from the Darya 1. Due to retaliation from US authorities, which says that it could amount to assistance of a terrorist organization, because it was reminding that now this ship, Darya 1, is Iranian, is registered in Iran, due to the fact that after the release, the Panamanian authorities did not want to continue registering this ship. So only Iran wanted to register this ship, which they think, which we can presume that they belong to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. And I remind you that since May, the US authority regards the Iranian Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization. So if any country state helps assist this ship for the US authorities, it amounts, it's equivalent to assistance to a terrorist organization. So that's why the Greek authorities rejected the assistance, the request from the ship to dock in Greece, and then they made the same request this time to Turkey, and Turkish authorities acted in the same way than Greece, rejected the assistance to dock the ship in Turkey. And so this ship, Darya 1, continues its journey. And according to the latest data that we have, which was recorded yesterday on Monday, 2nd of September at 15:53 GMT, Greenwich Metropolitan Time, you will, all those details we will see will count. This ship is currently between Cyprus and Syria. And yes, you can maybe understand what I will say next, because I remembered you that actually the Supreme Court of Gibraltar released this ship on assurances, actually written assurances, that the ship will not discharge its oil, which contain 2.1 million oil barrels in Syria. And the fact that now we lost communication because this ship decided yesterday to turn off its transponder. It's a new term that I learned just couple of minutes ago, so maybe also you don't know, and like that I will feel much better. Actually, it's a telecommunication which enables to communicate where you are and to communicate where you are going to, because it's bound, it's compulsory to declare the destination where you are going. And actually, this ship is simply breaching the shipping law, because right now it does not indicate any final destination, and it does not indicate any also where it is right now. So it's a total breach of shipping law, and that's why we can presume that something could happen, and probably according to some shipping sources, it could simply transfer the oil barrels to another ship, due to the fact that the Iranian authorities have announced last week publicly that the oil barrel inside this ship has been sold. And so what could happen next if something happened like that? The US Department have been very clear over the last days that it could, as I said also a bit earlier in this video, it could amount to an assistance to, it could be to simply assistance to an terrorist organization, which is not a slight accusation. And so probably we can also think that the US will maybe not stay passive and will probably act in such a case scenario. Maybe we can even presume or assume that this action of transfer could lead maybe to military intervention or bombing of either the Adrian Darya one or the other one, the one which is a recipient. We can even presume that Israel could intervene due to the high tension in the region between Shia paramilitary like Hezbollah and others, which Israel has actually led some military interventions, and the fact that maybe Hezbollah or other Shia paramilitary could be the final recipient of such oil barrel also could push not only the US but also Israel to intervene against this ship. So what we can see, and actually that's why I decided to release this video, to put that subject, to raise this subject, is simply because probably this tanker could actually derail the current high tension in the region into maybe full-blown war, and that's only for sure a prospect, let's say, comment that I'm doing. But through this video, I just wanted to give you, let's say, to put the foundation of interrogation that we can raise about this tanker, and to try to maybe to make some prospection about what could happen in the region. We have just assumed some scenario what would happen, and for sure we will follow up all developments, because the stakes are very high around actually this oil tanker.